Hi, welcome to Spark. So I'm here today with Dr. Ngadi, who's a professor in bioengineering, bioresource engineering. Sorry,
Yeah.
and I just would like to know if you can just present yourself to the audience, tell what you do, and just briefly.
Yeah. Well, as you said, I'm a professor here at McGill University in the Department of Bioresource Engineering department. My specialty is in finding means of optimizing food quality and improving the nutrition of processed foods, and finding how we can optimize the energy as well that goes into the production of food systems.
When I read your background a little bit, I saw that you went to different university. You went to Dalhousie, Nova Scotia. Then you study at McGill in Georgia. Oh, we know about your academic background,
Yeah.
but if you can tell us more about your actual background, where are you coming from, and a little bit more of your story, and how did you get there?
Yeah, okay. Well, first of all, I studied in Nigeria, so I'm originally from Nigeria.
Okay.
And then I did my bachelor's in Nigeria, the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and then came over to Canada, where I did my master's and PhD. So, so I've been involved within North America. I've been involved in three different universities: Dalhousie University, Laval, and then University of Georgia, before coming to McGill University. And then I came into McGill as a professor, and I've been at McGill for now about 15 years.
The main question that I was asking myself, even I'm sure the audience as well, is what made you go focus on the food? What happened? Is there an event that happened? What was the spark that made you want to become like a biomass, like either engineer or focus on the food and agriculture?
I know that I always wanted to be involved in engineering, so I always wanted to be an engineer. So that was very clear to me at the beginning of things, very early in my secondary school, or just when I was finishing secondary school. Then, now knowing that I wanted to be an engineer, then the question was, what branch of engineering was I going to go into? Now, there is mechanical engineering, civil engineering, chemical engineering, and so on. Now, but I remember that I had issues with those branches of engineering, because I thought that there was really little or no chance to make a difference. And the only choice that became evident to me was that to go into some biological, the interface between biology, agriculture, food, and engineering. A new food processing equipment, producing a new food product. So there were lots of opportunities for innovations, and that was what I gravitated to. I naturally was attracted to that. Well, I could design something new. I could be part of a team that would make something that nobody has done before, or something that was really quite interesting aside. So that was a pull. That was a draw.
One of the concepts of these videos is to make sure that just to give them some advice, to motivate them to achieve more, and to just give them some inspiration and motivation to reach their goals. So.
Well, I think that the first thing to remember is that we live, especially the young people, live in a time of opportunities. There are lots of opportunities for young people, but you can only benefit from those opportunities through hard work, through determination, and then also through personal motivation. And I don't know your audience, but certainly for in North America, especially for the black youths, or people that are not that people that are visible minorities, you would have to work almost additional, extra harder, because in order to be able to make a mark in this society, you would have to prove yourself. I don't think it's a problem of racism, because I don't think that people go out of their way to make sure that visible minorities or black people do not progress. I don't think that is the case. But what happens is that somewhere in the subconscious, people obviously would, if they are not familiar with you, you would have to prove yourself in order for them to understand you. So that means that what is expected, you would have to work extra hard, you would have to be determined, you would have to not to give up easily, but to be focused and know what exactly you need to do. And then once you do that and you prove yourself, then obviously it becomes a lot easier to move on with that momentum. But in order to break into the society, in order to make a mark in your profession, you would have to be able to stand up. You would have to work hard. You would have to put in the time. You would have to do what it takes to prove yourself professionally. And then, of course, then it becomes easier to sell with that. Now, what mistake most people do is to feel that they can cut corners, they can make it into any field just simply by doing nothing, and that doesn't happen. And increasingly, that it will become harder and harder, for those people. So, but if people are determined and do what it takes and do their homework, actually, basically, then the opportunities are huge.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Take care.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you have a typical day, but what is the most typical day in your life?
I'm out of the house after breakfast at about 7:30 in the morning to get to my office before 8 o'clock. So then you get to the office, and for today, I had a couple of students that I needed to work on their papers, on their reports. So about 3 students came in and out of my office, and we did some work together. And then so that took me from that 8 o'clock all the way to somewhere around 12 o'clock. So I had a break for roughly 15 minutes lunch. So it was a quick lunch. And then I had to come back to my office to get ready for a comprehensive exam. So one of my students had a comprehensive exam today at 1:30. So I spent some time to go over what we needed to do for that exam. And then I was at the exam hall at 1:30. So I usually leave my office just before 6 p.m., around 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., get home around 6:30, then have dinner, and then spend some time with the family, and I'm back to work till around 11:30, 12 midnight.
Wow, so you don't sleep a lot.
So not a lot of sleep. 5 hours sleep is a luxury.